Micron investors, we are back with another banger video for you guys. Micron has quarterly results coming up next month in September. Analysts right now are holding a buy viewpoint and have raised price targets. We're going to talk about all of that. Plus, a massive news story breaks today for Micron, and they are planning to build a research campus in Boise, and this is going to cost $10 billion. We're going to give you all the specifics, all the breakdown, everything you need to know. So if you are part of this AI trade, part of the AI memory trade, invested in Micron, you do not want to go anywhere because we're going to break down quite a bit in this video what's going on with Micron, the latest news, and how some other key stocks within this AI sector look right now. Make sure you do me a solid right now. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. Totally free to do that. And subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already. What a time to be an investor right now, too, man. It has been a lot of fun. And I think the fun is only going to continue. So many different sectors to watch right now. But I want to start with this big story that I just came across today. A buddy of mine called me asking me about this a little bit too. He's also big into Micron, big into the AI memory trade, big into the entire AI trade. Him and I talk a lot about the future of robotics as well and how we can start investing and positioning ourselves there. So let's get into it. Boise-based Micron says it will launch a new $10 billion lab right there at home in Boise, which will bring together hundreds of researchers in a new facility. It is the latest in a string of investments the company has announced, totaling more than $60 billion. Micron previously announced a first and second fabrication plant with construction on both $25 billion projects currently underway at the company site in Southeast Boise. Now, according to the company, they will help Micron Research Labs will help find research breakthroughs in memory technology, compute architecture, chip manufacturing, and packaging. It will draw in groups of customers, members of the academic community, government workers, and others to help find and develop new technologies. And the trajectory of where Micron's going is just hard to wrap your head around when you really look at it. It's why I sold all my Apple stock recently and just basically bought the dip on Micron. I made a video not too long ago and Micron was in the $780 range. And I basically said, hey, I'm going all in. Make sure you go back and watch some of the other videos. I do like a bunch of other individual names, but Micron is becoming a household name in my portfolio, and for good reason. Micron said it would build a full campus for the research lab, but a spokesperson said it had not decided where in Boise it would be located yet. The new campus would host hundreds of researchers and would help bring together research conferences, workshops, and innovation forums in Boise. Now, taking a look at the charts on the weekly here, a little bit of a pullback here after we did get up over the $1,000 range, but I think a healthy pullback, especially after the big dip that we had, from the Pico top here in June. And what a phenomenal opportunity it was. We had a 40% correction here. What a phenomenal opportunity it was to pick some up down here, at 745, 750 on this dip. Even if you caught it on the back, on the comeback, around 820, 830, I loaded up around 865, somewhere around this weekly close, that reversal candle. And it's been an unbelievable ride for Micron, but this just proves how strong this company is. The fact that it's able to bounce back after a steep 40% correction, over about 5-6 weeks, had everybody kind of freaking out, thinking that it's all over, and then boom, snap right back to reality. And this AI build out, it's nothing close to what we saw in the .com era. Everybody wants to, everybody who's not part of this AI memory trade, part of this AI trade, loves to talk about the bubbles and the bubbles. And listen, there's going to be steep corrections, but to say we're in a bubble right now, I just don't buy it one bit. When you look at the hyperscalers, how much they're investing into all of this build out. So Micron will report quarterly results September 22nd. Analysts have a hold by overweight viewpoint right now. The Boise fab is set to start in 2027. It'll be the first U.S. front-end plant making leading-edge DRAM and high-bandwidth memory to meet demand. This is all coming in 2027, guys. right? So we have a multi-year build out in front of us. Micron plunged from intraday highs above 1,000 to about 940. So that happened yesterday. Analysts say memory demand supports Micron, noting multi-year contract floor prices are set above past cycle peak prices, highlighting stronger pricing and steady demand for DRAM and NAND as well. And I think that's the key here. If we were in this bubble and it was something to worry about, the demand would be weakening as well as the supply. We know about the supply, and we can't make enough of this HBM and DRAM and everything needed for the build out. We get that, but that's not a problem. That's a good thing. That's a positive. The problem would be if the demand slowed down. And I don't see the demand slowing down at all, right? At all. So again, analysts are still very, very bullish on Micron. We still have very, very big targets from a lot of the analysts out there, and demand has only improved since its last earnings report, and they expect tight industry supply past 2027. So they think there's going to be tight industry supply into 2028, right? Which is wild to think about. So that is where I just look at some of these top plays. You've got Micron, obviously. I think Nvidia, AMD, both look fantastic for this build out. I'm very big on some of the Neo clouds as well. I think Iron, given where it is, it too had a nice bounce back here. I think Iron looks really good here, as well as Cipher Digital. We've played these for a while. I've been in them for a while. I was picking up Cipher at 11, 12 bucks, Iron at $30. I think Wolf still looks very, very good as well. TeraWolf. So all in all, guys, I'm very excited about where things are heading. There's just tons of different ways to play this AI build out. I'm also extremely bullish on robotics. There's a ticker out there called BOT, bot, that I still really, really like. Robo Strategy. It's hard to even find the ticker here. Robo Strategy. Actually doesn't even. Okay, there it comes up on the NASDAQ. A big pullback here this week after getting up to like 34, but this thing's just very new. And there's a lot of private companies in this fund. I am very bullish on the physical AI future. And so I think that's where the trade is going to go. I'm still going to be in these big memory names, of course, the major chips. But there's so many ways you can invest here. Looking into the future with AI, you got to look at robotics. But there's also ancillary pieces around this: network testing, cooling. I think all of it is going to be great investments over the next 4 or 5 years. Now, not every single name, but you got a lot of these ETFs that get you exposure to a little bit of everything, and great companies like AIPO. This has been a great ETF to be in all year long. Year to date, you're up 29%. Over the last year, up 48%. I love this name moving forward. GE Vernova is another name that I've been in for a very long time. So I'm really excited about this next phase of the AI build out. And we're going to be covering quite a bit here on this channel. Make sure you guys do subscribe, lock in, and this is going to be a fun ride ahead. We'll see you all in the next video.